So hello, please excuse my lack of like consistency. I was doing really good for a minute and I got sick. It wasn't serious at first, but it's been like a week and I'm still like congested. I'm still congested and I seriously couldn't like do anything for like 2 days, and I felt that once before, and it was in December when this first came around, you know. So like hopefully I'm immune, who knows, could have just been a strong cold. But anyways, yeah, so today I'm gonna be doing something that I probably shouldn't be doing, but I'm gonna do it anyways for content, because I have a couple videos that I edited and I'm honestly like super critical of myself, so I didn't post them. We'll see if I come back around to them, but for now I'm gonna be talking about my life on the internet because I make good choices. Honestly though, okay, so sometimes stuff happens to you and the best way to cope with it is through humor, right? So today we're just gonna laugh at my life and I'm gonna let you guys know a little bit about what's going on in my personal life right now. So this is gonna be about some problems, some little beef that I have with John's friends. Okay, so if you know me in real life, you know I've been with the same person since high school. I know, oh my god, high school sweethearts. Yeah, so John has some friends from high school that you know how you can tell some people are just like, no, I don't want to talk shit about these people. I really don't. I want to just like talk about the experiences that I've had with these people because I think it's just like a really good story. Okay, so backstory. Let's give them fake names. Juan. Let's call them Juan and Jose. Okay, so the thing about Juan and Jose is they've both lived with me before, and if you've ever lived with someone that you know or someone that you're friends with, I don't know if it ended well for you, but none of those things have ever ended well for me. To be fair, I am not an easy person to live with. I am not laid back despite how I present myself in these videos. I am super OCD and I don't like a mess, so if you're not clean, I'm not gonna fucking like you living here. You know what I'm saying? So Juan lived here before Jose, did I say Juan and Jose? Yeah, so Juan lived here before Jose did, and Juan was a dick. I'm just gonna put it that way. He was like the most sexist, ignorant people that you could like imagine. I'm sorry, but yeah, like he's grown as a person to this date, but back when I lived with him, he was so problematic. Like if my best friend is like happens to be made happy by a fucking dick, I'm not gonna fucking go up to him and call him a dick, you know? Like I am gonna respect the fact that he makes her happy, and anything that I say, I'm gonna say in confidence to my friend. I'm not gonna go and cause beef with my freaking best friend's boyfriend just because I don't fucking like him, because not everybody has the same fucking like standards in people. And like I don't know, like Juan to me seems, like I said, very sexist, and he seems to value people based on what they look like, which I don't even understand because I don't think that I'm fucking ugly. Like I don't think anyone's ugly, and like I don't know, but I don't know what his problem ever started with me, but I have a feeling that, like I said, if he's misogynistic, so he would oftentimes like cook or like dirty a dish and then just not wash it and leave it there for me to clean it, and he would get mad at me. He would get mad at me when I would tell him to clean up after himself. Like, dude, I'm not your mom. Like, it was me, and you can go back and you'll see me complaining about this stuff, but I did live with, like, I was outnumbered 3 to 1, 3 guys, and I was the only female, and men just are not clean, and I don't know why. And I'm sure that's not like all of them, but Juan specifically was very dirty. Jose cleaned up after himself pretty good. Like he didn't really like, you know, he ate out all the time, so the most he ever did to me was like not take out the trash. Jose lived with me when I was pregnant, so he lived with me later after Juan did. But anyways, so Juan ended up being kicked out as soon as I got pregnant, because he would literally cause me stress. And so once there was an innocent child in the mix, if you guys didn't know, your babies can feel your stress, and it's just not good to like just be freaking out when you're pregnant. So we have 3 bedrooms in this house, and also we needed to clear out a bedroom for my baby. So he had been living with us the longest, so it was kind of like, okay, your lease is up type thing. You know, we both mutually, me and John, decided that it would be easier if Juan moved out and not Jose, because Jose was just more of a decent human being in my eyes. Like, if he had any beef with me, he hid it very well, and he didn't, like, in person cause me any stress. So thank you, Jose. I really am, it really hurt me when you did what you did, because I thought you were one of the cool ones. Neither of the things that these people did to me affect me to this day. I honestly think that they're funny stories. I don't know about y'all, but I've had like spiritual growth during this whole thing, which is funny because your crown chakra is spirituality, and corona means crown in Spanish. So that's interesting to me. Me and John had broken up, right? You know how some couples do just like break up, but they're still fucking with each other the whole time? That was me and John, because like, I don't know, I was really comfortable with him, and you know when you don't want to get your body count up, you know, so that was going on. But I didn't want John to, like, dude, if you let a guy run you over and then you go back to him, he's gonna keep running you over. So I didn't want to give John the title of being my boyfriend again. So I happened to be talking to this guy, and he was an old friend of mine, and you know, we always kind of vibe low-key, and this was way back when I was like 16. So I was 20 at the time. It was 4 years later, and I just got back in touch with him after like not talking to him since high school. And so I was like, you know what, I always liked you as a friend, let's try going out. So I was low-key seeing multiple people, John and one person. So I was honestly trying to get over John, because like I was so, and I'm so infatuated with him. Like, I honestly think we're gonna spend the rest of our life together. Don't fucking ask me why we're not married, because I'm working on it, okay, with my therapist. Yeah, I have issues, and that's that. Anyways, so obviously this thing that I had with this other person was not serious at all. Like, I told this person that, and this person knew I was hung up on John, because from the get-go, I was like, bro, I'm coming out of at that point we had been dating for 5 years, I think. 5 years? Yeah, this was, oh no, 4 years. We had been dating for 4 years, so I was like, bro, I just got out of a 4-year relationship. I'm not over this person. I just want someone to spend time with and get my mind off of this person. Everyone knew I was still into him, you know, and I think that's why this guy didn't take me seriously. This guy ended up like sleeping with someone else while we were talking. And I wasn't sleeping with John at the time. I was trying to like not sleep with anyone, but this guy ended up sleeping with another person. So that's when I was just like, well, screw you then. And then I went and started sleeping with John. So at this point, Jose, like, we weren't cool yet. We weren't introduced like in each other's lives, because he was like an on and off friend of John's. So when it comes to Jose, like, he didn't really know me before my pregnancy, because we only met like once, and then John and him kind of like fell out of touch. So this whole time Juan was trying to give Jose a really bad impression of me, talking crap. I wasn't living here in this house at the time, so it was like a bachelor pad, man, and like it was disgusting up in here. Like, every time I would come sleep with John, I would just like look around and be like, ooh, like spraying my Raid, you know. But yeah, so this whole time Jose didn't even know me, you know, as a person. Juan was just trying to convince this person that I was just like the most horrible person that John could ever be with, right? And he was talking crap about me. At the same time, Juan was trying to get John to move on as well. And they even had a party here where one of my best friends. Literally, I thought I was gonna be friends with this person until the day I died. This bitch fucking came to my ex-boyfriend's house after we broke up and after she stopped talking to me. Like, thanks, friend. What a bitch. But yeah, so she and multiple females like were at this party, and like John said that he was just like, no, like he missed me. He couldn't imagine a life without me. No, really, I was sad in my room probably trying to talk to this other guy, even though I knew I didn't like him as much as I like John. But yeah, so this whole time Juan was trying to get John to go sleep with someone else, go hook up with him, be his wingman, because Juan has been single for 5 years now and counting. So he just wanted a wingman. He wanted a single friend next to him where they could just fuck around, fuck bitches, get money. This person that I wasn't taking seriously had cut me off. So this guy that I was talking to, like I said, I had told him that it wasn't serious for me, and we ended up hanging out with like some of his friends, and he introduced me as his girlfriend, and I was just like, excuse me, what? That's not, no, we're just talking, you know, because I wasn't ready to jump into another relationship like that, especially one with someone that I had like history with, someone that I had been friends with, you know. So I was kind of weirded out about that. As soon as he cut it off, like I was like, okay, I'm done with this guy. He had slept with someone while we were talking, and then he like broke things off with me. He ended up trying to hit me up again, and I just like was like, nah, dude, go take your pills, because like I'm good over here. Exclusively, like this whole time I had never slept with anyone else. John was still the main guy I would go to for him to hit. He knew what's those lyrics by Janae? It's been a while since you hit it. I know you always know what to do with it. Right? So I was only sleeping with John this whole time. Like, I'm sorry, but I know who I sleep with. I know when I sleep with them, and that's not one of those things that I'm just like, oh, you know, because bro, STDs are at like an all-time high. Be safe out there. Wear protection, okay? I don't know when he started to like say this shit, but he was trying to tell John like, yo, I don't think it's your baby, this and that, and just really just smearing my name across everything, just like calling me a whore. And like, if I would have got pregnant by this other guy, I'm sorry, but I would have aborted it, because like, real talk, you need to really be picky about whose baby you have, because you are tied to that person forever. You're choosing the father of someone, and daddy issues are hard to fix. Ask me, okay? Daddy issues are hard to fix. So women, please, please, please don't have a baby just because you love babies and they're cute and you want company. Like, there are like so many psychological effects of having an absentee parent, and I'm not saying you know what someone's gonna do later, you know, people can surprise you, but just be picky about it. So I would have aborted if this other guy got me pregnant, and you bet your sweet ass I wouldn't have just like been like, oh, well, I don't know who the daddy is, eeny meeny miny mo, John, it's you. Like, no, what kind of a person does that? Like, literally slut shaming me to the fucking max. My cravings were everything that John loves, and this guy was still skeptical. And you know, I'm a pushover, and I used to work on the weekends, right? And John is more forgiving than me. I think we're both pushovers. He's really forgiving, and he ended up like, I think he was scared to be alone with a baby. He didn't want to mess it up. So he would have Juan come over while I was at work with a baby that he had called it not his baby. I don't even remember like when, like the first time I saw him, what I said. With peer pressure, I let him come to the baby shower for some fucking reason. Like, I think he had told John sorry, but he never told me in person sorry, like a human. On his first birthday, he bought him like a really expensive like little car, trying to, I think, buy my forgiveness, which, like J-Lo, my love don't cost a thing, you know? I cannot be bought. I don't care about materialism. I don't know. So, like I said, I don't, remember when I let myself and my boundaries get crossed. But the point is, they had been crossed. These issues came up in therapy, you know, and so I told John, you know what? He never said sorry. And so I'm like, he's not allowed over. He's not allowed over. He owes me an apology. And actually, that's a lie. He had come over once, and I intended on bringing it up because he hadn't been over. We took this whole pandemic real serious, and we weren't having friends over from March to I don't know when. But this guy was complaining about like not seeing my baby, because my baby is a really fucking cool guy. He's like when you meet him, you're like, dude, there's cool kids out there. Like, dude, I can't even start. Let me not talk about my baby because I can keep going about that guy. But so he missed my baby, even though he said it wasn't John's. He missed him, and he was gonna come over, and I was like, okay, perfect opportunity for me to bring this up and for me to like just stomp this, get over this, and just move on. So I tried to bring this up. We had this person over because we're like, you know what, we haven't had friends over in a while. I was like, you know what, I don't mind his company. Like I said, besides his sexism and stubbornness, inability to apologize, he's a pretty okay person. 5 out of 10, maybe 6. No, 5 out of 10. And yeah, so I tried to bring it up. So this person, I don't know about y'all, but my boyfriend's friends used to have a really bad problem with excluding me from the conversation. So, and I get it, you know, I don't like video games, so I can't really add to it, but like, as a decent person, if you're hanging out with like 4 or 5 people and 4 of you guys like hot dogs and one of them's like, I'm a vegan, how are you just gonna sit there and talk about hot dogs for 2 hours? Obviously the vegan's not gonna have anything to say besides, I don't like hot dogs. And so you're purposely excluding this person from the conversation. This is one of the boundaries that I used to let him like push. And so he literally did the same thing. So we were outside talking and like drinking beer, and so I mentioned, because he was mad at me because I don't even know which one of his friends followed me on Instagram. I thought they didn't have one, but I like ended up putting on my stories that like I didn't mess with his friends because I had gotten in an argument like a long time ago about Black Lives Matter, like the phrase Black Lives. I was trying to explain to him, you know, I was being a social justice warrior, and he told on me to John, and John was just like, okay. Like, that's what I mentioned when we were drinking and sitting. We were like, hey dude, I know you saw my Instagram story and da-da-da, and he literally just like put up he was just like, nah, we don't have to talk about that. And I was just like, and he just like kept talking about like Mandalorian with John, and I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? So I went inside and I didn't talk to him for the rest of the night. I like ended up like just moving away and just petting my cat for the rest of the night. And so he noticed immediately and was just like, all right, well, I'm out of here. And he left. And that was the last time I saw him. And so now I'm waiting for an apology, because that was me trying to organically bring it up and like talk about it in person, like an adult. And he totally blew me off. And now he's sitting here thinking, why isn't she over it? I miss him. I want him in my life, my baby. And I'm sitting here like, why would I want my baby around you if you literally talk crap about me all the time? So that is a story about Juan. I thought it would be entertaining. Maybe it's not as entertaining. I just ended up yelling at you, but I guess this is like a message for any ladies out there who has beef with their man's friends. Don't let them fucking step on you. At the end of the day, you're the queen. You're his queen. You wear the crown. And don't let people break your boundaries. Don't let them cross your boundaries. Don't let people get under your skin. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make a part 2, and I don't know how I'm gonna go about that, because this guy, like I said, he seemed like a good person, and I hope that there was some substance abuse that made him act like that. I would love to like push the blame on someone else, because he is a good person, and I do actually miss him, and I hope he's happy right now. And yeah, you can always expect a video from me, so I'll see you in a week, 2 weeks, probably 1 week, part 2. And yeah, okay, that's it. Bye. Whoosh. That reminds me of Shane. Oh, I shouldn't do that. All right, bye.